I'm so glad you made it here. Before you watch this video, click the subscribe button and ring the bell so that you get access and notifications to 3 videos a week on the art and science of ethical influence. I'll appreciate it, and so will many. Thank you for joining me. If we've never met, my name is Alex Mandossian, and I'm CEO and founder of marketingonline.com, as you can see down below. Now, I'm not important in this presentation. My credibility or background or reputation isn't important. What's important is the topic of this presentation, no matter what business you're in. If you're thinking about changing a business, if your business has gone down the toilet and is no longer working and you want to revive it, if you want to give a boost to the existing sales you have or accelerate where you are right now, watch carefully, listen carefully, and please take notes. Take notes with a pen. Take notes with a pencil. Now, I don't know if you're old enough to remember what this is, but it's called a pencil. I remember what it is. Or maybe you want to take notes with your keyboard. Now, keep watching because I have a question for you, and it starts with a problem. It's an urgent problem. It's a predicament, and here it is. Why do most entrepreneurs fail in business? Now, an entrepreneur is more than just a business person. An entrepreneur is anyone who undertakes. The word comes from entreprendre. It's a French word. It undertakes something from a lower level to a higher level. A parent is an entrepreneur. Someone who's unemployed is an entrepreneur, attempting to take themselves to a higher level, getting employed. Someone who's retired is an entrepreneur, wondering what they're going to do next. If you're a startup, you're an entrepreneur. If you're in a company, in a corporate setting, you're still an entrepreneur with your boss and the people that you report to or the people who report to you. Entrepreneur is a catch-all term that many people think are those people who take risks, which they do, but they are ultimately the people who undertake activities to take those things from a lower level to a higher level of productivity. Productivity is really important, yet even more important is priority. Productivity without priority is impotent because you're going in the wrong direction enthusiastically. So today, why do most entrepreneurs fail in business? Well, according to the Small Business Administration, that's the SBA, 53%, that's not me saying it, it's them saying it, 53% fail by the first year. That's a startup. 96% fail by year 5. Why? Why is only 20% of the 20%? You've heard of the Pareto principle, the 80-20 rule. Well, that's the 20% of the 20%. That's a double Pareto. Only 4% of the businesses make it past year 5. Why is it? Well, the answer, because they start up the wrong way. Duh. Alex, tell me something I don't know. Well, that's a starting point, because if you start the wrong way, then you're going in the wrong direction. And the only thing worse than going in the wrong direction is going in the wrong direction enthusiastically. So here's the question. What are the 3 M's of growing any business? Now, I believe there are only 3 M's, and M doesn't stand for Mandossian or marketing or monetize. The 3 M's are very simple, and you may have heard it before, but you may not have known that there's a sequence to those 3 M's, and here they are. It's a universal answer. It's your market. Those are the who that you're marketing to. Your message, that's the what that is being marketed to your market. And the media, that's how you're marketing. Media could be internet, newspapers, magazines. Message can be a sales letter online, a sales letter offline. It could be an email message. It could be a billboard. And then the market, that's what most people don't know who their market is. Everybody is not a market. People between 18 to 65 is not a market. Golfers, that's not a market. Why? Because it is much too ambiguous, much too vague, and you can't be everything to everyone. In fact, you can't even be something to everyone. You have to be a specific thing to a specific one in order for you to succeed. Some people call it a niche or a niche if you're overseas. It's a Micro niche, there's another name for it, which I'll be introducing to you. Now, here's the critical question. Which M do you start with? Now, how do you ensure success? Because there's a priority to these 3 M's that I showed you: market, message, and media. Well, I'm giving you a clue. Which M do you start with? Now, most people start with their message. I have a great product idea. That's a message. I have a great sales letter. That's a message. I have a great pitch. That's a message. No, not the media. I'm going to use the internet to make $1 million. I'm going to have a website to make $1 million. A website is not a business. It's a location. As my good friend and colleague, Ryan Dice of Digital Marketer, he's made tens of millions of dollars. He says that. I learned that from him in those words, and it's true, whether you want to believe it or not. Here's the key point. Wildly profitable entrepreneurs must start with the market. Well, Alex, I don't know who I'm marketing to. Really, if you don't know who you're marketing to, then what are you going to tell them? If you don't know who you're marketing to, then what means are you going to utilize to match your message to that market, which is called the media? So it starts with the market. Now, your message and your media cost you money. It costs money to do internet marketing, at least in time. And of course, if you're buying Facebook ads or Google ads, or if you're buying billboards, magazine ads, radio ads, TV ads, that costs money. Message, you may hire a copywriter to write your message, or you may have your message on a website and cost you money if you don't do your own web work. Exceptionally, most important, and people don't understand, it costs you time, and it costs you lots and lots of money. More important to me is time. Now, you only have 168 hours a week. You have 1,440 minutes a day. That's 86,400 seconds a day. And you have 52 weeks a year, all right? Of course, 365 days a year. But as time goes on, it becomes more valuable, doesn't it? Especially when you run out of money.